welcome to our spooky edition of Ghetto Geek Squad presents Electric Boogaloo
and Crew.
All right, man, what's going on, man? I'm Electric Boogaloo, and this is the crew. And let's say what's up. Let's start off with Jason first. Jay, what's going on? Say hi to the people in internet land.
What's going on, guys? Just as my job, I'm gonna remind you guys to like and subscribe. You know, we're on Facebook and YouTube, and nothing. Just glad to be back.
All right, next up we got Chops. What's going on, Mr. Chops?
I am absolutely fabulous, extravagant, great movie tonight, you guys. You people are going to be very happy about this one.
And to bring up, we'll talk more about the history in a bit, but we got a special guest here. We got Martin, Erik Martin.
Whoa!
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yo, what's up? My name is Erik Martin, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Been talking film with Lewis for some time, too. Glad to be on the podcast. Thanks for inviting me, y'all.
Yeah, glad to have you here, man.
Welcome, man. Yeah.
So we got this one because somebody had posted something about Friday the 13th, The New Beginning, which is either you love it or hate it. And me and you and Frankie, we just went to these crazy conversations about it and just had a good time talking about it. And I was like, we got to do this podcast. I got to try to prove to the world that this is a good movie, man.
I don't know. I kind of you say you either love it or hate it. I kind of fell in the middle of that. You know, okay. I don't know. I like
agree with
all
you.
Weird emotions about it. Like, I don't know if I like it or not. It's weird.
Man, I think this is totally underrated. People are bugging out. I don't know why they say they don't like it. It's a great flick. It's highly entertaining. Highly entertaining.
No, Erik was about to say, hey, you fell in the middle too?
Yeah, I fell in the middle too. So, I mean, because, you know, of course, this is the continuation of the Tommy saga or whatever. And I mean, this is probably out of the three Tommies, this probably might be my least favorite one. But yeah, I don't know. The movie, I mean, somewhere in the middle. I mean, the plot twist is a little bit cool, I think. You know, but we'll get to that eventually. So.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the only part I didn't like was the just the reveal of who it was. It was like somebody better.
But reveal.
It became a nice episode of Scooby-Doo, huh?
Exactly. Dude, I totally wrote that in my notes. I was like, I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling Reggie the Reckless.
That's what my son saw it, and he was like, when they did the reveal, he was like, zoinks!
Oh, snap.
So the movie was released in 1985, directed by Danny Steinman, who was a porno director.
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense when you watch the movie.
You could tell the casting.
Yes, it does.
You could definitely tell.
They definitely said that he hired people who could have boobs.
I was gonna say,
that's
exactly what I thought.
That's why you see the good boobs on there. Yeah.
I think the one girl, I didn't know she was a Playboy Playmate. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. The one in the woods.
Yeah,
Oh, the first.
Voorhees, yeah, last name is Voorhees.
Yeah.
Voorhees.
Oh yeah, she was the most voluptuous one too.
Yes. Exactly. That's why I said that was one of my favorite ones.
All natural,
right? That's 1985 for you.
Yeah, I was gonna say all of them.
That's right, baby.
That was the one thing I noticed. It's like, hey, there's not a scar in sight.
It's true. That was bad with the 90s. The 90s was horrible about that with scars and shit. Like they used to, at least they got better with it. But
I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not trying to get.
I know we're getting into a boob talk.
You do you. Whatever makes you feel beautiful.
That's right.
Gotta be careful these days and this day and age.
Josh, can you give us the numbers?
Oh, all right, here we go. The budget for this film was $2 million. The opening weekend, it was $8 million for the opening weekend. The domestic total close to $22 million.
That's a shitload of money for a $2 million a movie.
Yeah,
that everybody kind of like.
Man, yeah, they made like more than 10 times the amount of what.
Exactly. They said the opening weekend, they were like, shit, we already got profit. So
I saw like in one of the behind the scene things, they were just like, it was the end until they saw what it made.
Oh yeah, well, final chapter. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
This was actually released less than a year before. I mean, after final chapter came out.
Yeah.
Which is like, how you say like this is the end, and then like fucking 8 months later you have fucking, oh, guess what, we got a new beginning.
That's
coming
exactly
out.
what it was. It was money, you know. It was just like, wow, we need to cash in on this thing, you know.
Yeah, the last
Yeah,
one.
Paramount was like, you got to get that shit coming in right away. Let's get another one, write another one right now.
Yep.
We need another sequel within next year.
I mean, that
was a money train.
actually, that changed the whole plot because Corey Feldman was supposed to be in the whole movie, you know, it was supposed to be about him, and then because he wasn't available, they had to change the whole thing.
Yeah, because he was doing Goonies, and his schedule was so packed and he was so busy.
Yeah, so that.
Thanks, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, that's what he said. He says that in the documentary. He's like, yeah, unfortunately, I had to make a movie with Steven Spielberg.
I'm sure you wish you would have did it now, but I mean,
right.
At the time though, he was pretty hot.
He was exactly. He was like starting up his like that was where his big shit started. After that, fucking because it was like before that was Gremlins.
Yes.
And then
so the
and
one
he started
shot
doing all
they
the
did
TV.
get of him in the beginning was actually at his home. Like they said, it was his neighbor's house.
His backyard.
His
The
backyard.
director says it was, he believes
backyard.
it was his backyard, but Corey Feldman says it was his neighbor's backyard.
No, everybody said it was his name.
Yeah.
It was his
But he was
backyard.
like, Jason wasn't even there. It was just, they were just like basically sprinkling him with a water hose. He's freezing and stuff, and he's just trying to like, you know, just in his backyard, and they're like, now act like this. Now act like that, you know. Because you know, he didn't really have time.
So getting to that, and that's how the movie starts off. That's how the movie starts off. Is you seeing Tommy Doyle, you know, young Tommy Doyle, you know, having that dream of the Jason with the diggers and all that, and Jason coming back to life, and then psych, it's a fucking dream.
Yeah, that grave was pretty shallow, man. I don't think that did not look like 6 feet. It's like
I don't think they could bury that far into it.
You know what I mean?
Now, see, I heard, you know, there's an argument about like, you know, it's stupid because Jason's not even in the movie, you know, it's somebody else and stuff. And then I heard the argument where, you know, like, well, no, Jason's in it, you know, because you remember that scene in the dream sequences and stuff like that. He shows
The
up.
hallucinations
And it's
shit
like,
that.
I was like,
that don't
is
count.
that really like, could you?
My argument is this. Oh, go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, and it was a dream sequence too. So I mean, at first I was thinking when I watched it, I'm like, well, you see these guys digging up Jason's grave and shit, and you see them messing around, and you see Jason come back to life, man, but yet he's not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So you ever had those dreams, like those nightmares where you can't move and shit? I'm probably thinking that's what he was going through while he was just sitting there watching all that, so he couldn't move or do anything. So you kind of
That's cool.
Like no matter how hard you kick somebody, it just no power behind it or something.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So he's in the car now, and he's being sent to a mental health. Well, it looks like he's being transferred from a mental health.
Well, one other thing about the grave and stuff. The first thing that came to my mind, because I didn't realize it was a dream sequence, you know, in the beginning, you know, because it's been so long since I saw it. And the first thing I thought was like, wait a minute. They buried him with a machete in one hand and an ice pick, and he just got up and pulled it. Boom. Like,
how convenient.
He left a wheel or some shit, man. Leave my machete in the coffin.
His mother gave him that machete. He buried him with it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
So all the time he gets it to the new what is it, like a place for risky teens and stuff like that?
It's a halfway house. Halfway house.
Yeah,
I think it's a halfway house.
Halfway house, yeah. And we meet Reggie the Reckless. The best fucking character, hands down, in the movie, I think. I fucking just. First of all, he's fucking Dudley from fucking Different Strokes.
Yeah, yeah.
He's the dude that decided to hang out in the bicycle shop when Arnold left.
Oh, man. Don't judge him.
That's the next music you have there,
I can't. I still have that whole episode stuck in my head. I can never get it out.
That's funny. And the whole time
you ever
I'm
played
watching
King Neptune, Dudley?
Yeah.
The whole time watching the movie with my son, I referred to him as Dudley.
So you get introduced to him, whatever, and then fucking the cops come. They bring those two teenagers in, and fucking you meet another set of characters that are awesome. Ethel and Junior.
Yeah, it was like, what the hell?
It was just so out of nowhere, and it was just like,
it's like, don't let Ethel find out.
Yeah, she's like right behind them.
But then she pops up.
She's like, "Would you shut the fuck up?"
She was probably my favorite character in the entire movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Definitely got me dying.
Yeah.
Junior was funny too. Say it like you mean it, Ma. Say it like you mean it.
Was he say at one point? She was like, "You ain't that pretty yourself." He goes, "I ain't that pretty myself." Yeah, you said it's called with dildos. I never heard it until this time, but when she's leaving that scene, she goes, "I got a bomb. I'll blow you all to hell."
One more thump and kaboom. Everybody blood everywhere.
Like, what do we get into terrorist acts and shit?
He was nuts, man.
And
That was a weird character.
yeah, it was definitely a good character.
And then we meet Joey with the candy bar.
Oh, that boy.
I felt bad, but he was,
He was like a nice guy, man. Trying to help out the girls and whatnot, do the laundry. You know, he's good at doing the laundry. That's what he says. He picked up the blanket and the truck.
Josh, did you empathize with him?
All over sheets.
Yeah, you have to juggle all over the sheet. He's like, I can only give you half of it now because I got to save half of it for later. And then he goes to see Vic.
Right.
He goes to see Vic.
I think the actor passed away not too long ago too. So
yeah,
and I think there was some accusations with the two Coreys with him and the two Coreys back in the day too. So
really,
I'll just leave it there. But yeah,
oh, shit, I didn't know about that.
Wow.
With who?
Yep. I read about it.
The guy who played Suicide.
And before they could make anything of it, he passed away a couple years ago. But yeah, I think it was Corey Feldman that made those accusations against him back in the day, whether it was filming Friday the 13th.
Jay, you talking about Vic, the guy with the axe?
The axe, yeah.
No, not Vic, man. No, the guy with the chocolate bars.
Oh, really?
Oh, that guy.
I wouldn't expect that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. The guy you didn't.
Because Vic, I know, because the guy who played Vic was the guy who played Suicide in Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And he passed away from cancer.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's pretty funny because the next movie is the other guy from Return of the Living Dead, right?
Yeah, because this one also has Miguel Nunez in it too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spider.
So he's chopping the wood or whatever, and he's like, you want to give us some chocolate bars?
Being nice.
I got 2 bars, but don't tell the girls.
He didn't even lie.
Yeah, that just
right
like
here, Vic.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right here.
that just came out of nowhere. That guy is just like raging or something, It's like
Yeah, man, anger issues.
it's like
Who decided to give that guy the fucking wood chopping duty?
I
He should be doing the
I think
fucking
it was
laundry.
supposed to be therapeutic, It just didn't
Yeah,
work.
true.
He should be like feeding the chickens or something.
Yeah, right. Go pick some berries.
When he puts the chocolate bar in there, he cuts it up.
Yeah.
He's like, well, if that's the way you feel.
That's the way you feel about it.
Forget
You're
it,
gonna pay for it.
Forget it, Vic. Get it. Oh, man.
And then this part had me blinking twice. The way Vic just swung that axe, dude.
Yeah, he's just like
To the back.
It's like damn.
Bang, bang, right to the back. Like, whoa. The girl's screaming their brains out. Okay?
One thing that sucks about this movie, when you watch the documentary, is that they cut out so much of the gore.
Yeah.
I heard
Yeah.
that
Fucking cool
the
gore in
ratings.
that.
Yeah,
That's a fucking shit. What's cool with this,
the sex scenes too that they had to cut out because of that.
Yeah. The one in the park, they definitely had to do it.
Yeah. I'll get to another certain point they had to cut out too, of the death, man. But we'll get to that in a bit.
So I just got the new collection, which I gotta show off.
Yeah,
that is so sweet, man.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
That is sweet.
But
this is the first time I tried to put on the commentary. I don't know how you do that shit.
It depends who does it.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
lasted about like 10, 15 minutes before I was like, I can't watch the damn movie. They keep talking.
No, if you watch it like Evil Dead, when you just like all they're doing is bullshitting the whole time, or like John Carpenter and Kurt.
This was
they're like best friends or whatever, so they just bullshit,
and they had a guy on the phone.
They're so much fun to listen to.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're hanging out with a bunch of guys listening, watching the movie.
Yeah, but I was like, yo, I got a podcast. I need to pay attention to the damn script too.
It's good when you watch the movie a few times and then you put on commentary.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch
You
it again.
you already know the movie.
Blow the whole lot smoother.
One funny commentary I listened to was Total Recall. And I listened to it like our Friday night drunk off my ass, and I felt like fucking Arnold was in the room. Like, okay, now this is when I pick up this, and then I pick up the gun and I shoot him.
And then I put the gun back down. You remember that time? That was awesome.
That was great. We had a good time doing this scene.
It's not quick.
Yeah.
That's funny.
See you at the party, Richter.
I had to do that like 5 times. They couldn't understand me. But yeah, okay. So the ambulance comes, right?
Yeah, the ambulance comes, and holy shit, they just keep focusing on that ambulance drive.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, like the foreshadowing couldn't be anymore, you know, like it's just angry looks.
Yeah, like just
man.
Yeah, let me tell you, man.
I just noticed that too after all the times I was watching the movie. The look from the ambulance driver, he had that look like, oh yeah, shit's about to get real now. It's on.
Yeah, exactly. And I never noticed that too.
When they put the camera towards him,
yeah, that Hulk look. Like when the Hulk is about to change, and his eyes go.
And it's funny too because I'm watching the behind the scenes and they're interviewing him, and he's like, you know, like trying to put some Shakespearean feeling behind this. Like I'm trying to really get into the character of how would I feel, like what would put me over the edge to really want to, you know, and that's where then they show like the faces and shit. I was like, oh my god, this is.
And the crazy thing about
it's like a Friday the 13th movie, guy.
Yeah, exactly. The crazy thing about Rob,
you know who it is.
Yeah, the crazy thing about Rob was he was an ambulance driver. He wasn't a paramedic, so he's going through all these fucking crazy driving scenes with this guy, and he's not used to it. So that when he saw that dude under the blanket,
that's the opposite. That's the opposite of what he said in this documentary. Saying that he was just saying, he was like, no, I'm not actually an ambulance driver, I'm a paramedic. We're like, okay, who cares?
That's why my eyebrow raised because I was like, where the hell's he going with this? Like,
yeah, and he said, no, the point was supposed to be that he sees so many dead bodies, but when he saw his son, that's why he fucking flipped out.
Well, I didn't want to say his son, so.
Well, I mean, we're already assuming. I mean, we just had a whole conversation about who it is.
Exactly. Yeah, but hey, man, I don't know.
But you know, it's funny too, because you know, not to jump over. Well, I guess I'll wait until the end. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm doing the kill counter too. So that Joey was the first kill of the movie because the kill count in this movie is awesome.
No. Joey was the third kill. Because the 2 people in the cemetery in the dream sequence were the first 2.
Oh shit!
Oh, we're counting.
No, they got killed. They got killed. They got a freaking knife in the gullet. That's it. They're dead. I don't want to yell. You just got served, and you don't.
The dream sequence.
Survey says we got Chops and Eric. What do you think?
I say nay.
What are your guys' votes on that? Does that count as a kill?
Oh, the deaths in the beginning, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say nay, but the dream sequence, but
no, so it don't matter.
Split down the middle.
I mean, if we're gonna count Joey, count Joey, who technically didn't get killed by any
Jason. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why
Jason, we might as well count the first 2. So we'll say 3.
All right. So later on when I'm doing the kill count, I'm up to like number 12, and I'm like, number 12 plus Joey.
Because you got to remember that part of the instructions the director was given, they would tell him he could do whatever he wants there, but they just want to kill like every 10 minutes or like every 7 or 8 minutes or something. So that's part of the kill count is because it started with that.
Kill count's high then.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know. The official count was, well, go ahead. Well, I'll see what your number is at the end.
Yep. So now we got the 2 greases.
I was about to get there, man. Fake Deuce and Domino or...
Deuce and Domino.
Yeah, that was a blast from the past, like 30 years back. I'm like, yeah, we got greasers coming up here. I'm like, where'd these guys come from? Jesus, you know?
It's definitely the wrong decade.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah.
That fucking annoying dude singing that song. You better start this motherfucking car. Go and start this fucking car.
I know. Like, he's got the hat on there. I was like.
Meanwhile, the dude is like laying on top of the engine, and he's trying to start the fucking car up. Like, dude, you're not gonna tell him to get off the engine?
Yeah, of course one of them's gonna be named Vinny. Named Benny.
Yo, hell yeah.
I thought it was the funniest shit because he's like, go fix the car, and he has a wrench in one hand and a screwdriver in the other hand, and he goes into the car.
So the first guy gets the flare in his mouth.
That I actually appreciated.
That wasn't too bad.
I was like, oh, if this is a preamble to what's to come, I'm gonna like this movie. You know?
Then the second one, go ahead.
That was a proper death.
Yeah, that was really cool.
He lit him
Didn't they
up.
do that in another one though too?
It seemed like they did.
Oh no, you know that was Halloween. Halloween did that. The new Halloween movie did something like that.
Oh yeah, got Jaws.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it might be the shark.
Yeah, no, I know the difference between a shark and a person.
I was just joking.
And then the other guy gets his throat slit. And I hate that shit because it zooms in on his face real quick, so you can't see the throat getting cut.
You know what?
They did that in the editing room.
Is that what it is? Because I felt like a lot of the kills were just cheap and just like ripped you off, man. That was like, what?
When you watch the documentary, they actually show like the stills of what it was supposed to look like or whatever. So what's cool about the collection, with the collection was they found, which they just found, their first people to ever see it for part 2, the cut footage, and it's fucking sick, dude. They found this video. They found the special effects guy. And he had a videotape. We found out he had a VHS tape of all the original kills. And they fucking sent they sent one of the producers, like, we don't even want you to mail it. That's like, this is gold right here. And they sent one of the producers of the set out there to go pick it up fucking personally and drop it back. And it's like, when you see shit like that, you're like, fuck, man, why couldn't they put that shit in the movie, man?
Yeah, well, back then it was a lot tighter than it is nowadays.
Well,
true.
For this one too, for part 5, they showed a list of all the scenes that they had to change, and fucking, it was like 2 pages worth of shit.
Yeah, I felt like there was a lot of TikTok stuff going on, there where like there was just implied kills, like you see a knife go up, and you go down, and then it just comes up with blood on it. It's like, what the?
Yeah, got you.
It was unfortunately.
And then my heart broke when I found out that Tom Savini did the freaking special effects on it.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did it for 4. He only did it for 4 and 1.
No, he was on the extras.
And
the guy and somebody was making fun of him, and he popped up his head and stuff like that. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, no, I meant like it was underrated and it was the best, because he was actually complaining about the kills too.
Jay, I'll bet you your house and your car. That's how much I love. I know Tom Savini's work.
Yeah. Okay. So then my heart's restored then, because he appeared on the video and stuff like that. And
because part 4 they got away. Part 4, I feel like they got away with a lot more than they did in this one.
Yeah.
And part 4 has a lot of crazy gore scenes. I mean, they have that one scene where they fucking gets hacked with the hatchet across his neck, and then he twists his head.
Well, maybe it was because the death count wasn't so high.
Yeah,
so they were able to,
I'll do it.
You only get so much violence, so if you can either put it all in one scene or you can spread it out in wild violence.
And plus, he was a porn director, so he wanted to get those boobies in. So
yeah. That's what I said about Dudley at the end and stuff. I was like, well, at least I got to see some titty. And I was like, oh shit, yeah. They cut it. I know you can tell the scene they cut. I was like, oh, he wasn't even in that room.
We got to get some titty. Yep.
I see. I still refer to him as Dudley instead of his real name.
So then we go to the waitress and everything with her gratuitous showtime.
Yeah, exactly.
Gratuitous.
Showtime, right?
Oh my god!
It was like, what was that all about?
Yeah, he was ready for a good old time too. See, here's the thing he said that I didn't get. Like, he said I cleaned my last bedpan. So was that his last day on the job or what, man? I mean, he got his paycheck, he got his blow, and he was just ready to party or what, man? I don't know. He doesn't say, I cleaned my last bedpan, now I'm ready to party. Maybe he was done for the day or something. I don't know.
Yeah, really.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So they get both with the axe, right? Yeah, one the axe to the head and then the other one to the chest. The girl was supposed to fall down. And you're supposed to see it like quivering and shit like that. They had to cut that out.
Let me ask you a question. Did we ever see this movie as a kid? Because as a child, we always had to close our eyes during the naked parts. And,
I think we did.
And I'm like, during this movie is like, we probably saw like 15 minutes of
Pretty much.
and our eyes are closed the rest of it.
We didn't like it that much because it wasn't Jason, so we were one of those. So we'd always watch part 6. You know, Jason Lives.
Yeah.
That was like our favorite.
Yeah, that was a
And
favorite.
Final
Even my
Feud.
son, I was telling my son that, and he was like, actually, that's one of my top 3 Jason movies because he loves all the Friday 13 movies.
So that's you guys' favorite part 6?
Yeah. Well, that's mine at least.
Mine is 4 and then 6.
Okay.
And then well, this set's got the 3D version too that they finally gave the new 3D shit. So I finally got to watch it. Me and Chops watched it actually, and it was fucking crazy. It was like so much shit going on. It was awesome.
Yeah, part 8 is my
I'm
number.
gonna have to get that.
What about you? What about you, Eric? What's your favorite?
You guys are gonna laugh at me, but 7.
Okay.
I don't
Like
remember
it.
any of
Like
them.
Versus Carrie, man. You know, Jason met his match. You know, someone with powers. Pretty much. That's pretty much Jason versus Carrie right there. I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
That was Jason Goes to Hell?
No,
The
no,
new
that was mine.
Carrie.
Oh.
Yeah, you're talking about Carrie. The what do you call it?
Yeah, the girl.
Oh,
that one. Okay.
Yeah, we watched that one a lot too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I snuck into that in the movie theaters when I was a kid. Me and my friends.
We did a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With the Nude Up Lane.
That
Wow.
was before they had cops
Yeah.
at the theater.
Yeah.
So we're up to 4 victims, plus Joey and the 2 dreamers. That's it. The 3
All right.
victims. Then we go to the 2 teens going to have premarital sex and do drugs.
Yeah. And that's like the formula for you're dead.
That's Jason X.
Pretty
Pretty much,
much.
man.
That
Yeah.
was from
Well,
Part of the
Jason
fun
X.
factor, right?
Yep.
And a peeping Tom got a knife to the gut, trying to sneak a little peek. The ugly dude.
Yeah, he was-
little dude.
He was supposed to be cleaning up the chicken shit.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, how the hell did he stumble all the way out
When
there?
she's like, you go up in the back and put all that chicken shit in the back of the shed, and then I'll feel your stomach.
And it's like, did you see that house? Do you really
She
want
was
food?
good, man. She was good.
Yeah, really?
Not only that, but she fucking, the guy said, I haven't eaten in 2 days. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, can I just get some food first? I need some
Oh yeah,
energy.
man, I got no energy to shovel that shit.
Right.
You know, but apparently her stew
Yeah.
is, fantastic. So
So that's
It's the
yeah.
best, Mom.
Got the best dude in the world, Mom. Best dude in the world.
that's funny.
So that's the girl, Deborah Voigt. He used the Playboy Playmate.
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
one that they cut the whole sex scene out and stuff like that, where they,
The
he
director,
was like, it starts,
Okay,
and
yeah,
then
so-
next thing you know, it's like,
Could have had somebody else for the part, but she wasn't endowed enough, so they brought her on.
oh really?
yeah,
Yeah.
it did. It was a girl from part 6, actually.
Mhm.
What were you about to say, Eric?
Oh yeah, she was a Playboy Playmate.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
chick.
Yeah, the original girl was a girl from part 6 who died in the trailer park. The
Oh, okay,
trailer
gotcha.
truck.
Yeah.
Which they fired her because she didn't want to do nudity or something like that. And
It's like
Oh,
you realize
yeah.
you're doing a Friday the
then he
13th.
found and then he found a bigger boobs, and he was like, yeah, no, goodbye.
Yeah, actually, that was one of the things that I heard too, is that they didn't even tell the actors that they were doing a Friday the 13th movie. They didn't.
Yeah,
know going through it.
Lord Martin.
I'm still
Yeah.
here. Hang on.
Yeah, just,
Okay.
Yeah, it was called repetition.
Hey.
yeah,
It's called repetition. And then all of a sudden, Jason walked out one day, and they were like, "Oh shit, we're doing a Friday 13th movie."
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
freaked out. They're like, oh my God, this is crazy.
But so here's my thing there. Right? After they fuck, he's like, "What does he say? You gotta go pee or something like that, or wash up."
he's got to take a shit. Everybody.
Oh,
in this
everybody's
movie
gotta take a shit.
Even Diddy had to take a shit, which is why he left
I didn't
his
catch
wife to
that.
go fix the car.
They must have been
Everybody
nice.
take a shit.
They must have been eating nice too. That's what was going on.
Either that or those enchiladas that what's his name had, Demon had.
Yeah.
What did the guy say before they ran into the force? He's like, "Fuck you." Oh, he's like, "Fuck me." Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
me. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "Fuck, man, that works."
Yeah.
Hey, I wish I would have known that then.
So, but when he goes to go take a shit, right, and then she gets fucking stabbed with the garden shears,
Yeah.
That,
she screams at the top of her lungs. How the fuck
Man.
far was this guy that he couldn't hear that?
Hell yeah, right?
that's very
I
true.
always playing games.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And that pond was dirty as hell. And you gonna wash up in there?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Ugh. Man, her eyes were gone after that, man. He just went.
But
That was awesome, though. That was
Yeah,
cool. Then he
that
he
was
closes
really
the
good,
tin.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, when I first saw that, I thought he went for the mouth or something, cut out her tongue. That's what I was thinking when I first seen this. But then I look, I'm like, oh shit, that's even
again, that
gruesome,
implied kill, man. It was an implied
That was
kill.
a great kill.
Nah,
Definitely a great kill.
Implied kill. It's not a good
implied
kill.
kills are sometimes good, just as good, because you got the sound effects and you can put that picture to your mind. Remember, Friday the 13th really aren't that gory. They're more about the kills, about the creative kills.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was very disappointed.
You
in
want
the
to see
kills,
gory, man?
because
Get
they
you
were
Dawn of the Dead or something.
very generic
or,
kills, I want, I want the Friday, the Jason Voorhees that's, crumbling up a sleeper in a sleeping bag and beating him against
yeah,
the
but now
tree.
that's supernatural Voorhees, and he doesn't come until after 6.
That's what I get.
Supernatural
Like,
Voorhees.
he ain't supernatural. He better not get up. I don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
So,
And also the kill with the tree.
yes. So
When he grabs the fucking leather and puts it around his eyeballs and twists it clockwise, then counterclockwise.
There was more to that too. There was supposed to be more blood squirting out of his face.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that was like some Joe Pesci and Casino shit right there, man. Ripping the bites, man. Man, he went all
what you
out
made me
there,
do?
man.
You made me fucking pop out your eyeball.
Charlie M, you made me pop your fucking eyeball.
Oh, man.
So we're at the halfway mark of the movie. I checked, right? We're a freaking 45 minutes into the movie. We have now seven victims of Jason, Joey, and the 2 dream kills. So with that, we're up to 10 already at 44 minutes. That's a goddamn good kill count right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So now we meet Demon, Reggie's brother, Miguel Nunez from Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Return
of the Living Dead.
And Joanna Man.
And Joanna, you Joanna Man that again.
Oh, DJ from Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Shit!
That's
I forgot all about that. That's my movie, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the cheesiest, fucking funnest movie ever.
I actually just watched that like a couple of weeks ago and stuff, and I was just like, how did I get through this?
Right.
Dude, it's worth it for the speech alone. The speech alone is the best.
And that was the most uninspiring speech ever. I was like, I'm going home. This ain't worth it.
Right.
I need a Braveheart speech, like, when you're dying in your bed, do you want to
listen, man, Braveheart ain't got shit on Jean-Claude, man, right?
Jean-Claude would kick Braveheart's ass.
Where's Miguel, man? See, now we need Miguel over here, too, now. Our little brother. Our younger brother. He's a fucking huge JCB fan.
Nice.
We talk about that a lot on your website, on your Facebook group, Jean-Claude.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah. Basically, because he's like my favorite action hero, so he's like the main focus. So if you go on other action pages, you got like Jackie Chan, Seagal, stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, feel free to post whatever. So
even this new movie, he's been making a lot of fucking like really good acting movies lately.
Well, that's what he said. He said the Expendables was going to be his return back into the
action.
No, but like his straight to video movies, they're actually really good, man. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're still watching that to try and launch
compared to a lot of these other guys that are doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And he makes an effort to like fucking make a movie, not like Seagal or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
65 years old, still not taking punches, man. I'm like, oh come on, man. Make it a little more fucking realistic. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
But he never even moves. He's so fat and shit like that. They just always got him like gearing up.
Yeah, you just see him like push somebody like.
They got stunt double for his karate and shit.
Man. Damn.
All right, so fucking when Reggie meets his brother, whatever, the girl, he's like, "Can I have one of those?" He's about to do his girlfriend.
I was thinking, okay, so the head of this halfway house is hanging out with this guy, and they're doing drugs and shit.
I thought the same thing.
And they ain't got nothing to say.
She's sitting there smoking.
And then I was like, and then what? This guy just has his van parked in this fucking place. Like, this is where you meet your brother. This is where
he was like a musician or something. He was like a musician.
Yeah, that's his home, man.
Yeah, so he said in the beginning. He said in the beginning, he was like, "Oh yeah, he's actually in town this week. Can I go see him?"
And he wanted to go see his brother.
Yeah.
And the old man from the Last Starfighter, the old Reggie's grandpa.
Oh shit! Nice call, good call, man. I was like, I knew where this guy is from. He was the guy in the trailer park.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about
and
Centauri.
Last Starfighter.
It's like, where the hell was Centauri in this movie? And I was like, oh no, you're talking about okay. What's it called? What's this guy's name?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Jay's on a rampage. You said Jay's on a rampage and shit, man.
Can't get it out.
You gotta settle down, man. He lives in the trailer park on the side of a river.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, so and fucking Tommy. Speaking of martial arts, man, he fucks up Junior like.
I was thinking that too. I was like, this guy's been locked up in a freaking insane asylum, and they've been teaching him like fucking deadly martial arts. This guy's like,
this guy was a beast. Yeah, the guy comes up to him, scares him with the mask, keeps pushing him. Dude just comes up, doesn't say a word, flip him on the table, and starts punching his shit.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
The Brian Patrick flip by Tommy. Over the shoulder, boom, body slam.
That was some trained fighting going on there.
Yeah, he beat the brakes off a couple people.
Yeah, it made sense. I mean, what would you do after you encounter a serial killer? You'd start training to kill. You know what I'm saying?
True.
For the next encounter, you'd be Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger versus the Predator.
Yeah, but you know what? He failed the test, man. When he had the chance, he locked up.
We'll
get to that.
Yep.
Because I got all excited. I was like, I saw him beat those other people's asses. It's on.
Yeah. He definitely, especially because he was fucking fighting an ambulance driver, he definitely should have whooped his ass.
That's what I was like,
I didn't think about that.
What happened?
It's like, it's not like fucking you. Like, this is real Jason. This is like a dude that drives a fucking ambulance.
You know what? It took me a little while to get over it, but then I chalked it up as, you know what? He just didn't think it was real. He thought it was a hallucination. That's why he didn't fight. We'll just leave him
So now my favorite part comes because them damn enchiladas. He's got to take a shit. Another one.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And him and the fucking girl singing that fucking song is like the best fucking song ever written.
Like, you do realize I'm taking a crap.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, yeah. That's all the lyrics was. Ooh, baby, yeah.
Oh my God.
Hang on.
I'm gonna get you, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Get you, bitch.
I forgot about that. That was hilarious.
I hit the floor. My son was like, I was like,
the way he said that shit.
He's like, I'm gonna get you, bitch. I'm Rick James, bitch.
That one, I forgot about that.
Left field, yes. I fucking hit the floor when he said that.
And then he's like, ooh, baby. And then he fucking gets scared again. And he says the same shit again. He does it again. Bitch, I told you I'm gonna fuck you up. You went all Ike Turner on her and shit. He opens up the door and Nina's got a freaking throat slit. And then fucking Demon gets the what?
She's blocking it. Her dead body.
And then Demon gets the spike get through him.
Yep.
Right on the Johnny on the spot. Talk about on the spot. Right through the chest.
One of the things I was thinking of, I was like, this guy is fully straight up sitting on that toilet.
Whoa.
That is the nastiest shit.
Me and Chops noticed this in part 3. There was like 3 different scenes too. I guess there's got to be something about taking shits in Friday the 13th movie because every time somebody's taking a shit, and everybody just gets straight up. Nobody wipes their ass.
No, I was like,
when the fuck does anybody wipe their ass, man?
He's like, well, fuck you up, bitch. He just got up. I was like, damn.
No shaking or nothing. What the fuck?
Like young people today are gonna watch those movies and gonna be like, holy shit, that's when the fucking Black Plague came because nobody was wiping their asses. That's how everybody died.
That's what I said. I was like, you knew about germs and shit. In the 80s, for him to be acting like that.
Yeah, coming out shaking people's hands and shit. How you doing?
That's why we're surviving COVID.
True.
We've been through the worst. We didn't wipe our asses in the 80s. This is a lie. This is a lie. We're joking. People are taking serious and shit. They're like, oh shit, man, those guys don't wipe their ass. All right, so now we're up to 12 victims.
Yes.
So they go back to the camp and they're like, where's Tommy? Where the fuck was Tommy?
I don't know where Tommy. I was thinking the same thing.
Well, that was part of the
wait. Tommy was having a karate brawl with Junior.
Yeah, and then didn't the girl meet up with him? She was like, "Stop!" Didn't she stop him from fucking?
And he ran
Yeah,
away.
he did stop him.
He
So,
ran away after that.
oh
That
yeah,
dude
that's
beat the
right.
Did he
shit
run
out
away?
of the fucking
Yeah.
He beat the brakes off that guy.
When he realized what he
Over
did,
Junior.
you know, he
The
went
break of
mental
Junior.
on him.
Okay.
And Junior picked a fight, you know?
Mhm.
And he should have
Speaking of
won.
Junior, speaking of Junior, now the next scene is him on a motorcycle.
I was
He
just
hurt
like,
me,
"He
Mom!
hurt me, Mom! He hurt me, Mom!"
That's great.
He was going around in circles in the house.
Yeah,
man.
he's
He
like,
was
"Ain't you
mad.
gonna do nothing?" And she's like, "Shut the hell up and come in and eat your stew."
I'm making this stew, damn it.
Meanwhile, she's like still making it. She's like still putting shit into the stew. It's like the fucking thing
I
under the
was like,
sink.
"Yeah, that shit's all raw." That's why I
That's
said,
like not even made yet,
Yeah.
man. You know, still shit like that, you know.
it looks like
She
you
had a
just
huge
started.
pot. Like she was feeding the whole town.
Oh yeah.
See how big that pot was,
You
bro?
know?
Yeah.
Yo, I think that last all week and shit, you know, he just survived off that stew. You know?
He might eat all that shit up, man. Who knows?
And then
man?
I
Maybe
started
she'd make
thinking, oh, God. No,
Oh, she's probably like making some for the guy that was supposedly cleaning the shit out the chicken coop. Who knows? Man?
He never came back yet. There must have been a lot of chicken shit there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, plus I ain't seen no cows around there. But yeah, they-
So he gets cleaved. His head gets cleaved off. The
And then-
MPAA fucking literally told them he could only have his head bounce once.
What?
How
Really?
Damn.
stupid is that?
Damn.
That's retarded. You can't
And if
have
you
a
look
one
at the
bounce.
sheet, everything is like X rating, X rating, X rating. His head bounces 3 times. He can only
Yeah.
bounce once.
Oh,
So they had to keep
okay.
making compromises. So, you know, if there was anything that, Jay, you should be mad at, is the MPAA.
Yeah, I'm learning that, man. I'm
Same
about
thing
to
with
start a thing that they have them disbanded.
They made a documentary of it, actually, and it's a fucked up documentary because those people are like, yeah, they're not the people that should be looking at movies.
Yeah, exactly. I heard.
Like, I think they gave
just random
remember that
shit. You know, it's just like you ain't, you know, you got no training to judge this shit.
There was a movie, I forgot which one they were talking about, but it was like the girl was given a blowjob,
Mhm.
and then like she wipes off like cum off of her mouth, and they gave it a rated R. And then in Girls Don't Cry or Big Girls
Your
Don't
boys
Cry?
don't cry.
Boys Don't Cry.
Boys
She's eating the girl. He's eating the girl out, and then she wipes like
Yeah, pussy
juice
juice.
off of her face. I didn't want to say it.
I
I didn't want to say it.
I just word vomited out. I didn't.
And they told them it was going to be an X rating, and they kept taking them to court and everything, and they just wouldn't give in on it. So
Yeah.
they're very unfair, they're fucking people.
Mm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
going off.
Yeah, we did that seminar where they were telling us about that and stuff, and we learned about there was, I forgot what movie it was, but the guy was like, you know what, screw you guys, and he was like, he just released his version and he just took the rating off of another movie and just put it in the front.
It was called The Last House on the Left by Wes Craven.
Okay, there you go. I remember the story. I just couldn't remember the
It was
other
an
movie.
NC-17.
Yeah,
Give it
I'm trying to get my hands on that one. So
That looked great.
That's a
And
great.
I saw the remake some years back, but I never saw the original one. That shit is like gory. That and the original, I Spit on Your Grave. Those are the two I'm like looking for. Those are like gems, right?
Actually, they got a sequel coming out from the original one by the same director too of Spit on Your Grave.
Crazy!
But Last House on the Left is definitely worth seeking out. The remake was actually decent. It was very well made.
Yeah.
But it's not as gut wrenching as the original. The original,
Yeah.
me and Chops, I used to see,
heard.
when I grew up with Chops, and when we were younger, I would like crash at his house on Friday nights because my pops wouldn't let us watch certain movies. So I would crash at his house to rent those movies that we weren't allowed to. And we rented that movie, and we were fucking blown away. We were like, "What the fuck? Is that supposed to be like this?
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
watching that movie. We were not.
And it's
supposed to be
definitely
watching that
grimy 70s type of film.
shit. What?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Pretty.
And it
All right,
is,
so we're going back.
Okay.
We'll go back to the movie. Oh, is there anybody else want to go in? We're good?
Oh yeah.
Proceed.
So yeah, another thing that got cut was the mom getting killed. Which is really cool because like the cleaver goes like right through the window.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to see the cleaver going through her face. And a typical Friday the 13th is always a diagonal across the
Of
face.
course.
Right.
So, but they actually showed a picture of it and everything. She was pissed off when they cut it. She was like, "Those motherfuckers made me put that fucking makeup on."
Oh damn, that's funny.
And then they didn't even show it. She was cool. She was actually from Sharky's Machine with Burt Reynolds.
Yes.
Oh, really?
And the wig that she was wearing was from that movie, and they liked it so much they let her wear it in Friday the 13th.
No, they made her wear it. They told her to bring that shit in.
They bring that shit in.
Yeah, she was also in Coffee too with Pam Grier.
Pam Grier, that's one of my favorite movies, man.
Yeah. There was a scene. Yeah, there was a scene. She goes to the prostitute's house and she beats the shit out of the prostitute for information. She's like, "No, my pimp will kill me if you talk." And Coffee just beat the shit out of her.
That's fucking awesome.
Wow.
Awesome, man. Yes, that's
Awesome.
cool. Coffee is my favorite fucking Pam Grier movie.
That was a great fucking flick, mine too.
I prefer that over Foxy Brown, just because it's fucking. It's just so much more fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
And plus, when what's his name, Antonio? What's his name? From fucking I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. When he gets shot, it's like the best death scene. It's just like,
yeah.
He was the pimp, and I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yep.
Pimp of the year.
Sid Haig too. Everybody, everybody's in that. So we did that, right? So now we're up to 14 victims.
Yep.
Another nudity scene. So now we're definitely at the most nudity scene part, where now they just beat every Friday the 13th for the most nudity, because every Friday the 13th has at least one scene. This one already went to 3.
It's funny when we first started watching the movie.
There was like 3 long ones.
And they showed
nominated for most titties in the movie.
Yes.
It's like right up there with Total Recall for most kills or most bullets shot or something.
Right, so, yeah.
But it's funny because when we first started watching the movie and they had that scene where you see the entire cast, like 14 people or something like that, the one shot, when they're loading the people up in the ambulance, the guy in the ambulance, and I started telling my son, I was like, we're gonna get to see every one of their boobies. and he looked at me, he's like, not the hero.
Actually, in the 4K, the new transfer,
yeah,
I was like, wow, she basically should have been nude, because when it's raining and she's running, she's no bra and nothing.
No,
and
the director made a the behind the scenes thing. He was like, and we get to thank her, because we all know she did the wet scene.
Well, she hated she hated being there. She said she was treated like shit. It was like a worse acting job, and it was because she wanted to be picked up and freaking drove to the set every day. They were like, "This is a low budget movie.
Trying to be like
think?"
She wanted to be a star.
Yeah, they're like, they don't even do that for mid card level stars. You're like on the bottom of the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Like you do realize we hire nobodies for these movies, So that's exactly why they hit it, because they didn't want people to come in and be like, "Oh, I want to be in a
yeah, exactly.
The Friday the 13th movie."
The stunt guy who played Jason, correct, did Michael Myers, correct?
In Halloween 2.
In Halloween 2, yes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He was the stunt coordinator in Halloween 2.
Okay.
And he played he didn't play Michael Myers, he played Jason in this one.
He played both Jasons.
He was the stunt coordinator for part 2. You got the stutterer now. The stutterer's like trying to pick up on the chick and everything.
Oh wow, yeah.
I'm in love with you, and I want to make love to you.
Like, man, just so subtle, man. It's like, dude, try to kiss the girl first.
And it's funny too, because when we started
going straight to bed.
Before he even started talking, I just started joking, and I was just like,
I did.
And my son just started laughing at me. And he looked at me, and he was like, "You were a bully in school."
Listen,
I was like, "It comes out sometimes." I'm sorry.
we come from a different generation where it was okay to make fun of people that were different than you.
Yeah,
Nobody got really, you didn't get butt hurt. You didn't. If you said the word,
fucking cruel. Growing up in the city, man, cruel.
Yeah, and if you called somebody a retard, you weren't saying somebody was mentally disabled. It's just that you're stupid.
Yeah,
if you call somebody that was mentally disabled a retard, you probably get your ass kicked.
Yeah, that's messed
Right. Pick off your butt.
Exactly, but you never meant it like it was like the word that they're taking now.
Yeah. They're taking now, exactly.
Yeah. It was just stupid fucking. It was kids talk. It was like when we watched Stand By Me. Like Stand By Me has so much of that, like calling each other fags and everything.
And you know what? You see that a lot.
Doesn't mean that they're gay. It's just
in the '80s movies, they're always calling each other retards and fags. I'm like, wow,
right? Yeah, that's
so inappropriate.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, or if you're saying something negative with your homies, like, "Oh, let's do this." No, I don't want to do that. That's gay. You know,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Like we didn't mean that it was
Really
like
part way.
full-fledged, you know, YMCA fucking gay.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta like walk
Exactly.
around with a shirt that says, you know, please forgive my speech. I grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, right?
You know,
That would be like a
That's
tag.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice little tag.
like if I'm lost, you know, return me to this address, kind of a thing. You know.
Please
So
don't
we
get
are
muddy.
at-
All right, so
Right.
so the stutterer gets the cleaver to the face, bong.
Yes.
Same thing, the angle shit,
Mhm.
and they didn't, you know, they didn't show it. Of
And we
course.
got Violet. Oh, that Violet.
Violet does no.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
new girl.
First,
back
the
to the
girl
chick.
who turned him down gets killed first.
Yeah, because the new girl, the girl who takes over, she goes to lay on the bunk bed, and then she gets stabbed up in the.
Yeah, now that girl. Now here's a fun fact about that girl. Now that girl has been killed by both, I guess, both Jason and Norman Bates. So she was also in Psycho 3, and she got killed by Norman Bates.
That's
Fucking Psycho 3 is a fucking underrated movie. So is Psycho
Wow, I haven't
6.
seen that
Psycho
one.
3 was an underrated movie. Yeah, she was the chick.
Wow.
She was the chick that did the guy in the hotel, and then he threw her out, and she was like naked in her underwear, and she went
Isn't that
to
Jeff
the
Fahey?
phone booth. Huh?
The guy played Jeff Fahey, Lawnmower Man.
Jeff Fahey
Yeah.
threw her out. Yes, Jeff Fahey threw her out
Yes.
the hotel room.
Wow, good
Yep.
shit, man.
Yep. She got on the phone. Yep, tried to call a cab, and Norman came and killed her, man. So that was the same chick from.
Fucking
Friday
right,
the
that's cool
13th.
as shit.
Hell yeah.
Awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love those. I
Yeah.
love part 2 and 3, man. They're so fucking underrated.
Mhm.
And part 3 is fucking bonkers too.
Yeah.
There's some weird shit in there, like that fucking scene with the hotel.
Mhm.
So what are we up to? So we got now we got Vi doing the she's doing the robot mind
Robot.
shit. Yeah, like pulling the rope. The
I was
fucking
like,
rope
yo,
and
what
shit.
the hell is that? You know, and
Word.
actually my son was defending it. He was like, no, it's
Okay.
dancing kind of thing. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I thought you were doing mind dancing.
Yeah, because it looked like it was like part robot and part mime.
Yeah.
It looked like she was doing the
Yeah.
robot, and then all of a sudden she's like starts pulling rope and shit. Like,
Well,
Yeah,
what
and then
the-
behind the scenes, the actress was explaining
Yep,
it.
doing
Everybody
it,
always does that to her and shit, you know, and she still was doing it.
for a long time. Something interesting about that scene. She
Chops,
gets,
you're interesting is not as interesting most of the time.
well, Mr. Man.
We're only
Yeah,
kidding,
yeah,
man. We're only
that's hard.
kidding. No.
You know?
We call him the Chops.
That's why he doesn't talk, man, because you always
We're only kidding, Chops.
I got you. They were supposed to stab her in the.
Oh, yes.
But instead,
Yeah. They got pictures of her. She looks like she has a period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the top.
Yep,
And
yep.
X-rating.
I was gonna
so
get
they had
to
to
that,
stab
yep.
her in the stomach.
Yeah, I would say that's a little excessive. You know, like I'm complaining about the killing, but that's excessive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
he
showed
was gonna
that.
stab her up there and just cut up from there, man. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
it's supposed to
dude.
go up
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
That
He
would've
went
been-
straight for he was gonna go straight for the vagines, man. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
But which is
Yeah.
effed up, though, because in part 4, the guy in the lake gets fucking stabbed with a harpoon in his dick, pulled up, picked up.
Yes. The hard way.
But do you know?
I'm just saying.
Do you know if it's through his dick or through his ass?
No, it was his dick. It was straight up. It was like straight on crotch shot.
Word, right to the hole.
Yeah, but his ball could have rolled to the left.
oh man, you make me want to pop these all in tonight, man. Right now, talking about all these kills and shit, man. I'm like, man, I gotta see this shit again, man.
So we're up to
stuff.
now 17 kills, 14 Jason kills, 2 Nightmare kills, and 1 Joey.
Yo, man, you say it proper. 2 Jason kills, you know, and what is it? 14 ambulance killers. Ambulance kills. my son was like, you know, he's like, you know, the guy's got a name. It's Roy, you know, and I was just like, no, he's an ambulance man to me. Fuck,
I
man,
love
he
Lucas,
no
man.
respect.
Fucking Lucas is awesome.
Oh, don't forget about Gramps.
Oh, we're not up to that yet. We're getting there. Hey, jumping ahead.
You know?
Don't forget about
They never knew that was gonna happen.
yeah.
So Reggie goes into the
Star
room.
Wars with this guy.
Reggie walks into the room
Didn't see it coming.
Reggie walks into the room and sees all the bodies now, all stacked up in the room. And then he does that fucking first. That's the first scream. This fucking got the best scream ever. That shit is so fucking
Oh
high
man,
pitched.
You got just like a
Man.
girl.
Yeah.
I was whistling. I was whistling.
You was listening. You was listening. Come get the bitch off me.
Man.
What you say? Oh,
no, I was just, yes. Yeah, I used to scream like that though when I was a little kid though, and then like my voice cracked. I tried to do it, I couldn't do it. I was like, fuck.
There goes my acting career.
My mom, man. It's so funny, man. Memories.
That's because Pam scared.
Yeah, he actually loved his voice because he did that scream so many times for a week.
So now Pam goes into the room because Pam scares him, and that's why he does that voice. So Pam goes into the room, and she screams, and it was nowhere near as high pitched as Reggie's voice.
And it's funny too because she walks into the room, she disappears, and you don't hear nothing.
Until the light
And then all of a sudden the light goes. I was like, there it goes.
She's like, I can't see nothing.
Exactly. Now turn on the light.
Yeah, if only there was some light in this room.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, those dead bodies.
So now they're running and shit like that. Jason's coming.
Now he's got like some strength. He's just exploding doors and stuff, you know.
Oh yeah. I forgot that. What the fuck, man? That was like he splinted that shit.
Yeah, that thing just like. It was like with every kill, he just like stepped it up a notch.
It goes into the chop theory from the beginning was that he was hulking out, man.
Yeah, but every other door he just opened.
That one was locked.
He's got no respect for wood.
Right, man.
So
Roy Burns is just like, this shit's getting easy, huh?
No, really, I know. I just killed like 15 people and fucking.
Let me see how this works out. That was awesome.
I really could have started a career from a serial killer when I was younger.
You know?
What have I been missing out all my life, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It took for the son that I didn't want to fucking be killed for me to do this.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that in the end, we're gonna get.
Yeah, it was like, motherfucker, you left him.
No, but the other thing is that he's got an up-to-date picture of the son he did refuse to recognize.
Okay, and he's also got a newspaper article of Jason.
Yeah,
a mugshot.
A mugshot, yeah.
It's like I got all the evidence you need in this one. He gave me everything to describe his motives and everything.
So for some reason, he was a low-key fan. He was a low-key fan of Jason.
Oh,
in the first place, man. He was just looking for an excuse to kill somebody.
Definitely. That sounds like
that sounds more like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they find the ambulance. They open the door. The ambulance driver's in there. He's got his throat slit. That's 15 for Jay.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3. Then Reggie does the scream again, and it's even higher pitched than the last one. It's just so fucking hilarious every time I see that shit. Oh, and then it's funny because the guy Shavar Ross, who played Reggie, he said in an interview recently, he was like, what made that scene was the pajamas, those red pajamas. It was like Jesus put his blood all over me.
Yeah. He's like, people ain't gonna say, but that's how I look at it.
With a hoodie. I didn't know pajamas had hoodies.
I got my Chewbacca pajamas that have the hoodie.
He said they had like 130 copies of that outfit for him because he kept getting it soaked and bloody. And all that kind of stuff, so he always had to keep changing it.
So now they're running.
Yeah. And the thing is, man, someone got axed down earlier that day. Why the fuck would Grandpa let his kids sleep over there for the weekend?
That's true too. Like that just happens sometimes.
That's true too. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, so they're running.
Oh, but we passed it. So Grandpa did make it through the window back then. Talking about it.
Well, first they see the head of the company, the guy who was in charge of the camp, who we only saw like once in the beginning or whatever, and they never showed him again. He's got the tent spike. He's got the tent spike in his head in the tree.
Yes, forgot about him.
At 16 plus 3. So then Grandpa gets thrown through the window.
That shit scared the crap out of me. I dropped my popcorn and everything, man. Juju bees and gummy bears everywhere, man.
I thought that was Jason jumping through the window and stuff, and then I was like, Grandpa, what did he do to anybody? They just wanted to kill him.
I can attest to Chops being scared like that because there's no other person I like to watch a movie with than this motherfucker. Because he gets so into movies and shit like that. Like, oh shit! And I talked to his girlfriend the other day, and she was like, when he watched The Return of the Living Dead, and he was like, yo, that fucking movie scared the fuck out of me, man.
That's scary, man.
I almost did you like, what's his name? What's his name? DJ Smooth? I'm like, yo, Larry, that movie fucking fucked up, man. It fucking scared the shit out of me, man. That's not fucking funny. Why the fuck you making me watch that shit, Larry? But his girl was like, I don't know what's going on, but all I hear him is jumping around and everything.
But I tell you, I did feel ripped off right after I felt remorse for him. Because I was like, I didn't see him get killed. What the fuck was that?
Yeah. But they showed his eyes. His eyes were taken out.
Yeah, but that's it. I was like, I'd like to see, did he push him in? Did he do another stabby thing?
Those were the hidden bonus rounds right there, man.
You gotta throw a couple of extra kills. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna go with the pushing the eyes in because it didn't look like stabby things. Probably would have did more damage.
Yeah.
And plus he's done it before. Well, it's not him, so I don't fucking hate her.
Hey man, that's how I looked at the whole movie. And dang him, that's an ambulance.
See, that's what ruined it for you. So you had to watch it with fresh eyes. Like
no, but I did appreciate it as a horror movie, as a slasher fig. That's why I said I'm in the middle because I do have that bias about it, but at the same time, I did enjoy myself.
All right, so we're almost at the end. So then we'll go fully into the whole opinion
shenanigans.
Reggie fucking on the tractor saved the day. I was like, yes! Yeah, and he had that fucking determined look on his face. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker."
That was like an Austin Power moment. The freaking tractor was doing like 5 miles an hour, and he's like, "No!" It's like you could have just walked out the way.
Yeah, you know what was cool? But you know what was cool? Reggie on the tractor.
But see, that was the
dope,
moment.
That took over the whole spot.
He hit him with the tractor and stuff like that, and I was just like, you know what? He ain't supernatural. I'm not even trying to hear that he's gonna get up from that.
Oh God, with your fucking, you got so much hate going through you. Let it go.
His gut was all bleeding and shit. I was like, oh come on.
Yeah, well, you fell down. At this point, I'm a believer, so I'm thinking Jason's really messed up. I'm like, he's rolling around holding his ribs. He's supposed to be, like he said, he's supposed to be supernatural, and he's knocked out. Cold.
So they run into the barn, right? This is this is crazy because she pops out of the bar, and that chainsaw just automatically starts up.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It was the fastest. Like it would have made fucking. It would have made Ash fucking like fucking. You were talking about before Jade about who did Ash Evil Dead. He had to fucking rev that shit up, and then it took a couple of seconds. Like that shit was like instant. Like she just pushed the button, that shit was on like a fucking electric light.
And it's funny too, because
put him in the arm.
I'm watching a movie with my son, and he sees the and that happens, and he's like, see, that's the problem. She's sitting there trying to sword fight him with the damn chainsaw. I would have done some like Chainsaw Massacre shit on her, like swinging, like Leatherface and stuff. And he's like, I would have went nuts on her.
That boy's made me so proud. I got his son and daughter into all these horror movies. So.
That is awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, he won't have a kid of his own, so he's got to mess up mine.
Yeah.
Well, I figured Jason wasn't doing a good enough job. I figured I'd step in.
Fill in the gaps.
I was like, you're doing all this stuff about teaching them how to be good people and not the horror stuff.
What's this crap about being a good person in society?
I was cheering for the girl when she was fighting Jason. Because that took a lot of guts to fight him with that chainsaw. And it's like a 3-4 minute scene, and they're going at it. And all of a sudden, the chick runs out of gas, and she's trying to turn it back on, and she throws it at him.
Yo, but that's the best. She just throws at him and knocks him. She's like, you know what? She's like, yeah, you want to fight? Fuck that shit. I was like, nice.
So
I was not expecting that.
now Tommy comes back, and then I can see that disappointment. I could understand.
Hell yeah.
He definitely should have fucked him up.
Bro,
Yeah.
I was amped up. I was like, oh, he's gonna get it. He's
Hell
gonna
yeah,
get it
he was
now.
like,
Get him,
Jason?
Tommy. Get
Jason?
him, yeah.
Get him, Tommy. Get him, Pam. Get him.
He looked like he was gonna be like, Jason, we don't need no stinking Jason. And like he was gonna mess him up, and then he just gets slashed. He's like, oh shit. I was like,
Right,
what?
right.
He goes down real quick. Well, this part was funny though. When they go up there and Jason goes up there to go after Reggie and Pam, and Reggie's hiding behind a thing, and he stands up and he looks at fucking Jason, and he kind of smirks like, "What's up?" It looks like,
why are you smiling?
He's crying, right?
I thought that was great, man. I was like, this fucking kid was the best actor in the movie.
Oh, man.
He was awesome, man.
He really was, man.
Yeah, that Andrew Dice Clay. Huh?
And fucking then Pam fucking comes out again, right? She starts fighting him again.
Yeah,
Then Reggie fucking does his fucking top
this
rope
wrestling
fucking
move. Yeah,
jumps up
off the top turnbuckle.
From the bale of hay. Two pieces.
And he fucking knocks him off, but he grabs fucking. Oh, he pops back up, grabs Reggie, and then Tommy comes out of nowhere with his machete foo.
Now he's got the balls. Now he's got the balls.
Because all he's got to do is cut a hand off. Anybody could do that.
Yeah.
But then he falls into the spikes, and then we find out.
His mask flies off.
I remember watching it originally. I remember multiple times, and I still didn't know who the fuck that was. When they showed the face.
Yeah.
You're like, who the fuck is that?
And it's funny too.
Under there. If you know
when I was first watching it, I knew it wasn't Jason, but I'm like, who the hell is it? Yeah,
exactly.
He falls on these spikes and stuff like that, but his mask is like exploded.
That's what I'm saying.
No. Because he had the hockey mask on top of it, but he just had the
he cut it open.
Yeah, because he had the bald head on it.
Yeah.
And he had another face underneath the mask that splits open. Because they showed it in the documentary.
He had a hockey mask, and then he had
another face.
Oh, okay.
And then he
two faces. The face, then the hockey mask.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you can see like the rubber looked like it exploded. Like to reveal his face. Almost like in Star Wars, when Darth Vader's face explodes to see you see Luke Skywalker's face in there.
So then you get the next scene is like the fucking scene like totally ripped out of Psycho. Where they got to explain the whole, you see, this guy was...
He's like, he left us this little book that explains everything.
Everything in one wallet. Like, they didn't find his apartment or nothing like that.
Exactly.
He didn't talk to anybody while he was working as a paramedic.
He disowned this kid that, and nobody knows who, because when he dies, he's like, should we notify somebody? He's like, we have no known next of kins and shit. But this guy's got like an up-to-date fucking posed picture of his son that he abandoned and nobody won't recognize as his son. It's like, what the hell? And then, all the news article clippings and everything. It's like, wow.
Everything's in his wallet, man. He just carried his wallet with him while he was on a killing spree. Just his identification and everything.
That's just like, all right, you know what? You killed a lot of people in great ways, but you weren't really that smart, man. As I said, it should have been one of those things where they busted into the apartment and they find all the newspaper clippings all over the walls.
That would have been something,
That would have been awesome.
It was definitely a letdown ending.
Yeah. It's funny because he's going through the flip book. He's got like the pictures, and he's like, "Well, here's a picture of him."
Like who carries all the fucking newspaper articles and shit like that in your fucking wallet?
Right. Right.
So then he has a dream. Tommy has a dream, and it's funny because it keeps going on. I'm like, "Wow, the movie's still going, huh?"
Yeah.
I thought it was done.
Yeah, but then they show Tommy, he's on the hospital bed, and then he has this dream that Jason comes up and kills him and stuff, and then he wakes up, and then what is it? That's when the girl comes, or he has another dream.
No. First he has a hallucination.
Yeah.
First he has a dream. I'm sorry. He has the dream of stabbing her.
Then
he wakes up, and then he looks into the mirror, and then he sees Jason behind him. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like it kind of fades away. It's kind of
Okay.
like, you know, take my mantle. It's your turn now. And
Right.
he has the mask conveniently in the drawer,
Oh my god, I went off
and
on
a
that shit.
fucking giant butcher knife for when she walks into the fucking room.
That's what I said. It was just like, you know, like what did
Like,
the
who has a
police
butcher knife like that in the
like,
hospital anyway?
like, oh,
Right.
let us take your hockey mask and your pants. you know?
Let's take.
Word.
You know? Or
Yeah,
like
no,
when he's getting wheeled away, he was like, "Hold on, this is my mask. You know, make sure I take it with me." You know, like
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that would be a police evidence.
Exactly. Yeah, yes, exactly.
Right.
And it's the same mask too. Yes.
crime scene.
Right.
Because you
know?
could tell the difference between the two masks. Because
Yeah,
one
the
has
blue.
the blue line, and then one has the red. And the red
Yes.
is the real Jason, and then the
Yes.
blue is.
Also, he has
Yeah.
a slice in the head.
Yes.
Yeah, the axe in the head from part 3.
Well, it wasn't an axe; it was a machete.
No, I believe
It was
in
a,
axe.
no, it was no, it was machete.
It
No, no,
was.
no.
And part 3.
Part 3 was the,
No, let me tell you
it was
something.
the axe. It
You
was
know
an axe.
why?
It was an axe.
I'm
The
pretty
3D
sure it's
one.
a machete.
It was
Just
the 3D
because-
one.
Are you sure? Because Lucas says it's a machete.
No,
Because I
because
said axe, and Lucas was like, "No, it's a machete," and he described the part to me, and I was like, "Okay,
in part
still
4,
reading authority."
no, in part 4, when Corey Feldman slices him, he slices the mask off of his face. Then he chops him in the head with the machete,
Yeah.
and that's when he falls down and it goes into his face. Like
Yes.
the best scene ever.
But listen to what
no.
you just said. He knocked the mask off his face and then hit him with an axe.
With the machete. The axe was from part 3
Yes.
when he first got the mask. That's how they
Yes.
kill him in that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the machete's in part 4, but
Yeah.
in part 4 he didn't have the mask on. So
No,
that's
true.
why in part 3 he had the mask still on, and that's why there's still a thing.
And if you know, if anybody here has Friday the 13th, the game, which I have.
Which one, the new one or the old one?
Oh.
The newest one. The newest one.
The newest one.
Okay.
He's fucking obsessed with that game.
Yeah. I thought you meant the Nintendo version.
No, not that one.
Jesus
If you
Christ!
be-
No, we had that one. That fucking game was ridiculous, man.
Ridiculous.
Man, it was. I got far, and I beat Jason just when I thought I beat the game. They said Jason was still alive.
Yep.
And then I go search through the woods, and then I'm getting like fucking Jason X here, man, where you can like move like super speed fast like the Flash and shit. And then he like killed me with 2 whacks, and I was dead, and it was game over. I'm like, damn. That's
We
about as
didn't-
far as I got was
Yep,
towards the end.
we did the same thing exactly. And it was like, and then you got to do it all over again. That
I was
was no
gonna say
save
there was
points.
no continue. Yeah,
Yep,
there was no save points.
And you were just like so
Nope,
happy when you
continues.
finally got to kill him and shit like that. And you had to kill the mother's head.
Yeah, you had to get the sweater and the head and the
Yeah. That was that game was ridiculous. He's fucking man.
Yeah.
Phew.
Oh wow.
Kids
There
don't
was
know
no
what
end-
we had to go
and
through.
I feel like if you did beat it again, I bet you it was a fucking another fucking round because that's how games were back then.
Yeah.
Like Pac-Man
Yeah.
and Centipede.
Well,
It just kept going on and on and on, just made
They
it harder and
didn't get
harder.
inventive. Yeah, they just got faster and
Exactly.
every level was just faster and more.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're right. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was a fucking crazy game though.
yeah, it was.
So
Yeah,
we're
but
back
Chops,
to-
that new game's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, the video game is damn good. Well, what I was saying was, when you're Tommy Jarvis in the game, you have to fight Jason,
Yeah.
and you have to knock his mask off, and Tommy picks it up and puts it on, and that's another way to kill Jason. But I have to be the part 5 Jason.
No, dude. Because
Yeah, but you
I
gotta
killed
do-
Jason. No, you got to get the sweater on.
Yeah, but I was getting to that.
Somebody's got to shotgun him first,
Yes,
and then you got to fucking machete him, and then you cut off his
yes.
head.
And
You have to
Holy
knock
shit.
off the
Okay, I
mask.
gotta
The
play
mask
this.
comes
one.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
I
It's hard. It's like you literally got to have a
You gotta
party that
coordinate,
everybody
yeah.
coordinates. Yeah,
yeah.
I had
everybody
this
beat
happen
the
one
shit
night
out
to
of him.
just get a fucking awesome group, but it's a
Yeah.
fun ass
Oh.
game. I think it's like free now too, like on one of the on Xbox.
Oh
and-
shit! Yeah. I downloaded it for free from PlayStation Plus a while back. But yeah, you actually need a strong
Yeah.
party to get through Jason, huh?
Yeah, but the game is fun either way. Like I wouldn't even worry about trying to get fucking Jason. I would worry about just trying to get your characters open.
You could survive the timer, or you can beat Jason. You know, those are the 2 ways. So
Yeah,
if you
it's
Oh,
rare
shit.
that you can
Okay.
party, you know, just survive.
It's either survive the
Okay,
timer or
gotcha.
get out, get the
Yeah.
police cars to
Right.
come.
Or and then sometimes.
All right, well, let's
you are
get
Jason.
This is we're not talking about the video game. This is what
All
I'm
right,
doing.
yeah, we'll get back
Let's
to
kill
the
this.
movie here.
Let's get But that'd be a fun talk. But this was awesome, man. So final opinions, Jay. Let's start off with you.
That's just like I've been saying. You know, I'm in the middle. I appreciated the movie as a slasher film. You know, and I kind of give it a little respect as a Jason film.
Nothing changed your opinion a little bit after tonight's talk?
No,
Fuck.
you know, I still, you know, like I feel like I keep getting their names, but the ratings people, I think they robbed me of a lot of you know, gore I needed out of this movie. You know, and the whole, you know, like well, you know, it's a Jason movie, but you know, we'll just put him in a dream sequence, you know, like 2 times, you know, it's kind of like, you know, Halloween 3 just showing Michael Myers' mask and being like, well, he was in the movie, you know, let's call it Halloween, you know. You know, like,
oh man,
he wasn't in 3.
that's cheap.
Yeah, that was bad.
What?
Michael Myers was not in 3.
Yeah, nobody said Michael. Who said Michael Myers was
No,
in
no,
the
no, I
was the
was
shit.
saying
I'm
it's
sorry.
like
3 was the shit.
Thank you, Eric, my man.
3 was the shit, man.
I'm trying to tell him, man. It's
But-
another underrated movie.
hey man, this is my opinion, all right?
That's my.
No, what's it called? No, but I
By
was
the
saying
way,
it was like doing Halloween 3 and then just showing the mask and saying, "Oh, Michael Myers in it." You know what I'm saying? I wasn't saying that they did it, you know.
Oh,
Right.
But yeah, that's another discussion. You know, like I just have a bad taste in my mouth about that movie, and anytime I'm like, Lewis keeps telling me to revisit it, and I'm just like, I just don't have the motivation to put it on.
yeah, all right. So bottom line, though, did you have a good time watching this movie?
Yeah, I did.
Was it better than you remembered?
Yes, definitely.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I'm glad about that. What about you, Choppers?
I loved it. I really did. I liked the whodunit. You know what I'm saying? Who would Jason do the whole thing? And I enjoyed it. I don't know why people are so pissed off about it just because Jason wasn't in it. And Supernatural Jason. You know what I mean?
Supernatural Jason didn't come out until next.
Yeah.
Movie.
That's why people hated it so much. Jason wasn't in it. But it was a great flick.
There's a guy in a hockey mask killing people. What else?
Yeah, I know. I feel
That's
like,
what you're going to see.
I feel like the plot though was kind of weak. You know, at the end it was just like, you know who the killer was? It was Philip, the pizza delivery guy in the beginning. You know, it was just like, okay, who forgot? Who even remembered that guy?
Jay, there's 12
Yeah.
Friday the 13th movies. If you watched any of those because you wanted to see a plot, you got a fucking problem.
No, but I'm saying if you're gonna make it a killer, you know,
you got a fucking problem, man.
I'm saying if you're gonna make it a different killer, make it like Jason's brother.
Yeah, you need to go higher up in your movie. Fucking maybe a Coen's brothers movie.
No, but the connection could have been stronger. You know, just like I said, like it could have been Jason's brother instead of his mother this time.
Oh, Lord.
All right, and Eric, man, what's your final opinion?
Okay, yeah. So definitely in the middle, but I mean, I did enjoy the film, especially the recent time I watched it. Now, back then I didn't like it because of course I was younger, the whole it wasn't Jason kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
everybody got on.
I kind of appreciated more as an adult too, the kind of whodunit thing. As Chops was mentioning, kind of like a homage to the original Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Because at first you see just people getting killed and not knowing who did it. However, too. And now that I realized watching the documentaries and everything and what direction it was going, I kind of appreciate it kind of more. So yeah, I kind of think it was a decent film overall, and a decent sequel. But yeah, it wasn't one of my all-time favorites.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
And my biggest point was that I wanted to show that it's because we all had that hate when it first came out. And it was like, like, fucking, it's not Jason. Fuck this movie, then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, again, now as an adult, you can appreciate. All right, let me sit back and just watch the movie and fucking enjoy the kills where it kills. Right. Yes, I agree. I wish there could be more fucking gore. Definitely, man. There's but all the Friday the 13th movies, they got screwed because John Lennon got killed. That's the basic bottom line. Is when John Lennon got killed, it literally changed the movie, because they didn't want violence anymore in the theater. Same thing like it's happening now. Certain things change now. Now they have to go back into the old movies and say that, they say racist words in this movie. So now they're giving you disclaimers before. Like Bill and Ted now, Excellent Adventure has a disclaimer.
Really?
That's crazy.
Crazy, man. Yeah.
Who was the
they said fag.
I was gonna say fag.
Yeah, and same thing with like the Gone with the Wind and stuff like that. But I mean, it's history. You can't unlive that shit.
True.
Fucking,
you can't forget about what happened. Time when people had sense of humors.
Yeah, and the 70s went nuts with violence and gore. They had some of the most violent movies, Taxi Driver, what I'm saying, all those kind of movies. So they kind of like fucked it up in the 80s. So it's like, and it literally became a big deal. It became a big deal, especially in the early 80s. So a lot of horror movies fucking suffered for it. But on the other hand, too, man, we still got some fun fucking movies, and sometimes your imagination could, do some.
Why can't we get a director's cut?
They've done that for the
awesome.
first one, and now that they found the footage for the second one, if they make me buy another set, I'm gonna be pissed.
Maybe like you can't just get a little one that you could just swap a disc out.
I like that. I like that set. I like that set. If they get a Nightmare on Elm Street set, I'm definitely getting.
That's what I need too. I got the Halloween set.
Really? Halloween set like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
excellent. Because
nice.
the problem was that they started changing different movie companies. So there's a Friday the 13th collection edition which I bought for his son. It only has the first 8 movies because they were Paramount, but then they sold it to New Line.
Right.
So the point with this collection was they fucking have everything together. Same thing with the Halloween movies. Movie.
And now it's back to Paramount again, right? The Halloween Friday the 13th.
No, we're still waiting. There's a court case going on because
what? Oh shit! Because I know they did the remake. It was Paramount, right?
I don't remember. It's a good point.
Wasn't that Paramount?
About that remake.
Oh, I got it right here.
Yeah. But interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, Paramount. Yeah, you're right.
I'm sure. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, like you said, there's a court case going on right
now.
Yeah,
and that's why they couldn't update the video game because the video game is supposed to have Jason X on it. They were supposed to do all kinds of crazy shit with it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then they had to stop it at the last minute because the writer of the original said that he wanted rights to all of them, but Jason wasn't involved into anything until part 2, and that's what the whole the fight is about. Is Jason wasn't the killer in part 1; he only wrote part 1.
Right.
The mother was.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, dude, man, listen, man, this was fucking awesome. Thank you for coming on,
definitely,
man.
Thank you for coming
Oh,
out.
thanks a lot. Thanks for inviting me, guys. Man, it was very fun. Very fun time.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely open for you to come anytime you want, man. It's open invitation, man. You were definitely fun.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And like I said, we're doing all 80s movies, so it's all your shit. Maybe some action. Maybe we do an action movie next.
Basically. Oh yeah, that would be sweet, man. I'll definitely get on, and maybe we can get Frankie on at some point and Phil too. That'd be awesome too, man.
Yeah. We had Phil on here one night for Time Bandits.
Yep.
Time
Still
Bandits.
got to do Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes. You
nice.
You're talking.
Whenever you feel the need to invite me, go right ahead. I'm definitely up for that one, man.
I'm glad you had a good time with this. So yes, so you definitely, yeah. Like I said, if anyone you want to jump on, I'll let you know what movies we're doing if you want to get on it. Hey, bro.
Absolutely. Yep.
And it was awesome talking to you, man. Page. After all these years, dude. Fucking crazy.
It's awesome, man. It's awesome getting getting to chat with you and your brother and getting to meet Chops, man. It was pretty fun, man. Pretty fun, laid back,
Definitely.
Yeah, I was a little nervous at first, but yeah, you guys, man.
I missed the first couple
of podcasts and stuff like that, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Cool, man. All right, man, and that's it, man. We're gonna call this a night. Thank you for everybody listening. Watching or whatever you're doing,
and don't forget to subscribe and like us on YouTube and Facebook.
All right,
subscribe, so check it out. Peace out, guys.
All right, take it easy, man. Later.